Hi there, Aquarius, and welcome back to another astrological moment with me, Star Lordess. Okay, I made this special video. I've been telling you guys for a while that the big news is on the 20th of January when Pluto is moving from your 12th house into your first house. A lot of you have mentioned that you can feel the energy shifting and changing. It is a big change when Pluto goes from your 12th house into your first house. Think about it. The 12th house is sort of background. For the past 15 years while it's been in Capricorn, you guys have been sort of background energy. Now you're moving into forward energy. So get ready for this because you will be coming of age in the age of Aquarius. So let me explain some aspects of the first house. The first house is about the self. It's about self-esteem. It's about learning who we are. You could be reinventing yourself at this time. Now, Pluto will be in Aquarius until, the fall. It dips out for a little short stint back into Capricorn and moves back into Aquarius in November, and it will be staying for the duration for the next 20 years. Now, this is very significant. It really starts now because in 2024, because it will be dominating most of 2024. So get used to the energy. We felt a little bit of it last year for a short stint when it did move into Aquarius for a little bit. Energy sort of lightened up everywhere, I feel. Let me know in the comment section if you agree with that. But then it went back into the heaviness, and you guys sort of went back into the 12th house, pushed back into the background again. But that will not be the case. Now, when it's in the first house, it's interesting because you really will be sort of, the spotlight will be on you over the next 20 years. There's probably going to be a lot of Aquarians in the spotlight. As we saw in the last 15 years, there was a lot of Capricorns in the spotlight. A lot of prominent people were Capricorns. A lot of them were rising up and coming in during that time frame. But now we're going to see the big shift. It's going to be Aquarians. So if any of you want to become famous, now is your time. Also, too, the first house is more of a defining. Like, think of when we're teenagers, right? When we go through our puberty and everything, and we almost transform from a child into a young adult. Well, this is metaphorically what you'll be doing. Now, it doesn't matter your age, whether you're in your 20s or in your 60s, this is still going to be affecting you because it's moving into the first house. Now, we need to pay attention to the self. I think I've mentioned this before on my channel about Aquarians, you guys coming into your own at this time. You will be showing the best of yourselves. You will also be transforming. Like, some of you may be transforming your look. You may decide that you want to do a complete makeover at this time. You might be wanting to transform what you do out there, what you do for a living, what you do, even if those of you who are in school and university and you're taking a course in something, you may decide to switch and do something completely different. Anything is possible when this energy is around the first house because you are defining yourself at this time. You need to figure out who you are. And so as an individual, your family may notice a difference in you. They may see you making different decisions than you did before. Your voice will be heard a lot more clearly by the people around you, as well as, again, the world. If you have something to say, if you have a book that you want to put out there, if you want to have speeches, or you want to do a YouTube channel, social media, whatever it is, I think people will be more inclined to listen to what you have to say, as well as, like I mentioned, your family, your friends, your neighborhood, at work. You will sort of be, the spotlight will be on you. First house always brings the spotlight to you, so I hope y'all are ready for that. Make sure that you do things in an upstanding way, again, because of that spotlight being on you. If you're not doing things in the correct way, if you're doing something underhanded or sneaky, it could become apparent. You could get exposed during this time with the first house. So make sure that you keep things above board. And you have to, like I said, I've been saying for a while about Aquarians coming into their own. Have brilliant minds that are very forward thinking. If you have any of those ideas that you would like to put forward, I would say go ahead and do it. Like, even if you think that's crazy, nobody will listen to me, nobody, will think this is a good idea. Put it out there, because you just never know, especially when, again, you have Pluto in the first house. Anything can happen. Now, this could also be for Aquarius ascendants as well. If you have Aquarius rising, this could also be affecting you. And moon signs to a certain degree. But not as much as the sun signs. Like, what I'm addressing right now is the sun signs. And I myself went through the Pluto first house, and I completely transformed myself. That was back in the day when I got into music, and I was like, I shed the skin of the old me and became completely transformed during the time it was in my first house. And by the time it left, Pluto left and went into my second, I could swear I was like a completely different person. I transformed my looks many times during the few years it was in my first house, because I look back on photos and so forth of that time, and I can see where I was little by little transforming how I looked, how I presented myself to the world. I was out there more front and center. People noticed me more, were listening to what I had to say. The people around me were actually surprised by how I came across to them, like I seemed different to them right towards the middle of the transit, because I was inwardly transforming in the beginning, because I was coming off the 12th house, like you guys, coming off the 12th house, which is more background work. Then we come out, we're ready after the 12th house, which is what you guys were just going through. You were doing a lot of shadow work and a lot of background work. Now you're right out there front and center. So like I said before, I hope you're ready for this, because if you're not, I mean, ready or not, it's still going to be happening, even if you still try to pull back and, do things behind the scenes. Life is just going to keep pushing you out there front and center. This is the time to speak up. It's your time, Aquarius. You get to call the shots now. This is where you get to say yes or no as to what's happening in your life. You get your power. The power will be coming to you, and it will require you to have your voice heard. It's going to require that of you. You're going to have to say that, look, this is what I want. I will no longer accept this in my life. I need this. It's going to be about you. You're going to have to make it about you. Even if you're in a family dynamics and you're used to deferring to other family members, I don't see that happening going forward. You're going to want what you want at the time you want it. So go for it. And it's not you being selfish at all. It's about you coming into your power. That's what this is all about. And that's what Pluto is trying to teach you at this time, how to step into your power, how to become this powerhouse that you were meant to be. So all of us will be feeling the energies of Pluto in Aquarius. It's quite different energy from the Capricorn energy. So the world will be sort of going along with you, because in a sense, the world will become more Aquarian-like, because Pluto affects the entire globe. So more people will be open and accepting of Aquarian ideas, which is forward thinking. It's also letting go. This was another point I wanted to make about forward thinking. Pluto is also Aquarius is also a fixed sign. It also tends to be very traditional. Now, this is going to require you to sort of throw the traditions out, because you have to be more into the futuristic, forward-thinking Aquarian energy right now. the world's going to demand it of you. Pluto's going to demand it of you. So you're going to have to let go. You know, in tarot, the Four of Pentacles, where I always call it the little hoarder card, where he's holding on too tightly to old belief systems and things like that. You're going to have to let go of the old belief systems and the old way of doing things, and embrace your future thinking, because like I said, the world is going to be depending upon the Aquarians to lead the way to the new future, the new matrix we're moving into now. So you guys, it's time for you to step up to the plate, and in the meantime, you will be transforming yourself throughout this process. As you are being of aid and of help to the world, you'll also be transforming yourself. So it's going to be an interesting time, and you guys will be doing this for the next 20 years. So you'll have plenty of time to get used to it, let go of the old ways, and embrace the new ways, and embrace the future way forward. I don't know if I could be any more clear about that. I think you guys get the message. I don't want to keep repeating myself, but you know, if you need any more information on Pluto in the first house, all you have to do really is Google it. There's plenty of astrologers out there talking about this right now. It's an important subject matter, and it's exciting. It's exciting for everybody. Every single sign will be moving to the next house, depending upon, you know, if you're an Aries or a Gemini or whatever you are. It's going to be moving to the next house. So everybody's feeling the shift, and the globe is feeling the shift of the Pluto age of Aquarius. So interesting time to be alive, I have to say, my dear Aquarians, and I can't wait to hear from you in the comment section below, and I hope you found value in this video. And if you did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you again very soon. Take care, much love, namaste, bye-bye for now.